Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourselves in this dark world of ours. Tonight, we return to another session of Gotham by Night. It's very chaotic in these times in Gotham. Often people find themselves victims of abuse, downtrodden, hatred, etc. But nonetheless, when there is a enemy that everyone can hate, unification becomes easy. For only then do the flaws and the angers subside to misdirect to another target. Our story tonight will take place in the old city of Gotham, the ruined and the abandoned, the downtrodden. The scene will take place out in front of an old courthouse, Gotham City's first courthouse. It was abandoned during the time of strife that Gotham City went through a few years ago. Still stands to be a structure of great brilliance, or maybe it once did. Even though it has not fallen to time, it is still a very, for the better lack of word, creepy building to look at. It stands tall, two pillars out front, in a very Greek style, old, classical kind of a feel. It's been boarded up, windows have been broken, but it still stands. Doors have been barred shut. However, there are creatures that come out in the night, and mere plank boards are not going to stop them. We will start the scene going from right to left. So we will start with Mr. Zillick. Tell us how you are arriving at the courthouse, what you have done this night.
Well, Andrew is going to keep things simple. He knows that the Riddler has killed people. He knows that the Riddler is smart. So he's going to take this seriously. He's been keeping an eye out on the building, and only just now has he decided that it's probably time to get moving, even though he's getting down to the wire, you might say.
I will give you another feed check if you like before you head to the courthouse.
Oh, you're saying he had a snack beforehand?
Yeah, he had time.
Or what was that?
He had time.
You just want to assume he gained one satiety, then move on?
We could do that, or you could roll for it.
I don't trust my luck, so I'll just take the 1 point and we'll move on.
Okay. Took a little nibble. All right. Uh, on to William.
This is the night when the dude came to the sushi bar, right?
Indeed, however, you do not need to accept the challenge that night.
Yeah, I'm just
It is
wondering.
the challenge must be accepted within the next full moon, which is about a week or two away.
Mm-hmm. Because he's also looking for the Riddler, and well, out of nowhere, the Riddler seems to be taunting him. He will, I guess, go to the courthouse because of the text,
Indeed.
and he
Anthony,
will
go ahead.
try to, I guess, look for entrances and exits to the courthouse. that can be used.
Okay. As I move on to Anthony here, William, go ahead and make me a wits plus primal urge. Mr. Anthony.
I would assume that Anthony was politely asked by his boss, Mistress Tatiana, if he couldn't come along and maybe help with a little spot of research they might want to be doing there. And even though it doesn't really fall under his job description as basically curator of the aviary, he has agreed. Who knows? Maybe a small sign of fondness towards the kindred? We shall see.
Indeed we shall. Creed.
Like, whoa, man, I'm already at the courthouse? That was like, whoa. So Creed's a little, still jacked up from a recent feeding. But he's wandered over to the courthouse because there was last time a cash prize, and he still wants to get his hands on a undiluted sample at least of the fear toxin. Doesn't really care about the current Riddler's version because that kind of sucks for the taker. So he's wandered over on his own pretty much, unless he's intercepted by someone. He's going to start looking for a way in.
All right.
If need be, he probably can get to the roof really easily and find a way in from there.
Mistress Tatiana.
I will be arriving in my car with my cards, and we'll look for the rest of the people there so we can look for the next clue. And by the way, would I know that Creed is there due to the sympathetic connection that we have?
Somewhere nearby. Can't quite pinpoint him, but you know he's near.
Okay, if I feel that he's around, I'm going to send him a text, tell him to meet up front or on the side of the building or wherever the rest of the people are.
Indeed. And last but not least, let's go to Dr. Christian Perseus Klaus. Klaus, your clinic is not exactly in the best area, but the downtrodden and those who struggle in the old city, they need medical. And business is business here. You're not too far from where this action is taking place. Gotham City is never not in need of a medical physician. It's a city of crime. You've been a bit busy tonight. Tell the audience what the good Dr. Klaus would be doing at this time.
I imagine he'd be doing his last rounds just inside the clinic because they gotta close at some point. They can't be an all nighter as well as an all day. Unfortunately, as much as he wishes he could spend all his time there, would make it a lot easier. But
Indeed.
in the last round, yeah.
As you're doing the last rounds in the hospital, you get a sudden prickling sensation on the back of your neck. Something's watching you in the dark halls, but there's nothing there.
Definitely gonna be looking around if you feel someone looking at them because there's not supposed to be other people other than maybe a few nurses around. this time of
Indeed.
night.
And there's hardly anyone else here. Just you and maybe a night shift nurse here or there.
I'm gonna start going through the rooms one by one, knowing that I might not be able to see them, but if there, if there's some overt powers being used, I will be aware where they are.
Okay, roll me a wits plus composure, please.
Excuse me if this takes a while. So, fuck's my composure? Oh goodness. It's 7 dice. Sorry it's taking so long. There, I rolled them. I don't know what else supposed to roll them first.
That's 3 successes.
3 hits. So, you do notice a little bit of something off. There's a faint resonance of power, although you can't identify it. And you go into one of the rooms where you knew you had a patient. The patient is not there.
I'm gonna check whatever closet's under the bed just to be sure, because this is Gotham. We all know we have some weirdos in here sometimes.
You look under the bed, and you don't see much. Just actually, the bed looks very clean, which is odd because if the person was in it, it would see the covers folded. But no, everything is laid across, folded nice and neat. Bed is ready for a new patient. You hear one of the other patients in the room. Hey, Doc? Doc? Hey.
I'll walk over to him. Hello there. What can I help you with?
Hey, what the? He starts mumbling a bit. Hey, can you not leave me here? There's something in the closet.
I can. You want me to check the closet for you? Make sure there's nothing?
No, don't open the door.
Do you want to be assigned to another room then?
Yeah, get me out of here.
Alright. Let me go get a nurse and we'll get you moved to a room you feel more comfortable in.
No, don't leave me, Doc, please.
It's looking a bit confused. Like, is there's procedures that needs to be upheld even in a place such as this? Yes. But he takes a second to calm and walks over to the patient and sits down
You
like
feel a tremendous pulse of energy start to flow and come in from the surrounding area. You've seen this before. It's a bit of a disturbance. It's called what some demons call a cut. And the man before your very eyes poof, vanishes. He's no longer there.
that's odd. I'm gonna go over like just put my hand through the air where he was just to be sure he's not just gone invisible for some
Yeah,
godforsaken reason.
there's nothing there, but the air feels a little bit warm and tinged. Still feels some traces of power.
see if I have anything I can do to.
While you're looking at that with that predicament, let's go back to the museum out front, where everyone is arriving on their own time, and I will allow the players.
Courthouse.
Courthouse, sorry. And I will allow everyone to come in on their own time. Go ahead and describe what you guys are doing. Now that you've all arrived, and most everyone is aware of everyone's presence, unless there is specifically someone who does not wish to be seen.
I guess William will go to the front because for some reason he feels Tatiana is there.
So you eventually come around from the back, and yep, sure enough, you see Tatiana, her guards, and a few others.
He will walk up to the front and greet Tatiana.
Yeah, we'll greet him back, smile. Well then, is this everyone?
Why are you here?
Because this is where the Riddler wants us, I suppose. You were there in the meeting, don't you remember?
At this point, Creed's probably going to jump down off the roof. Holding, as he lands, he's going to hold his arms out wide and go, "Hey, Tane! Glad you could make it to the party!"
Creed, this is not a party, we're here on serious business. Can you try and compose yourself, maybe? If that's not too much to ask.
Hun, everything's a party when I'm involved.
She will roll her eyes.
Anthony just shakes his head as he's watching this whole display from a different rooftop and just decides to calmly move away as he goes to one of the fire escapes and slowly makes his way down, trying his best not to make much noise.
Go ahead and roll me a dexterity stealth. Stop casting Harry Potter spells.
The F is not required because the ones do not take from successes.
Two successes.
Or sorry, I was muted. My bad.
What do we roll
So that's
this
2
in?
hits. Anyone who wants can roll a wits plus composure to see if they can hear him. But for now, Anthony, you go down the fire escape very calmly, and it's you can see it's starting to just drizzle just a little bit.
Since Anthony sees that it's starting drizzling again, he will, I would say, decrease his speed by at least a quarter so that he definitely has a good grip on stuff. Safety first.
Mm-hmm. William, You can hear and smell him, but you know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna bother as far as Andrew's concerned. Um, anyone who's paying attention can probably see him walking up the sidewalk toward the building.
Deep again. You are not being very discreet. You're actually being very out. You all arrive, kind of look around. Here it is, the courtroom. Old courthouse. There's a boarded door, some bashed out windows. It is a 2-story courthouse. It's actually quite large for a courthouse. Um, and you notice that the front door has been boarded, but other than that, there's really nothing else that stands out.
Well,
I
does
found
this mean
two.
we're the
Sorry, go on.
does this mean we're the finalists?
I suppose. I looked around a bit and I found 2 entrances or exits, I suppose.
Probably, unless one of you got the riddle wrong.
I hope we can find a way to get in without making too much noise.
William, you notice that there is a small green question mark above the front door now that you take a look at it.
Mm-hmm. I guess I. Hmm. Can I lead them to the other entrances I found?
It's up to you guys. Yeah, you can go the back entrance or you can take the front entrance. It's up to you.
Or you can just climb to the question mark like a normal werewolf.
There you are. You hear Anthony saying from the other side of the street as he comes across the corner of the building. I wondered where you were.
Welcome, Mr. Valente. We're about
I
to
th-
begin.
I see. What is the situation, if I may ask?
Green
Yes.
question mark in front of the door.
Yes, the Riddler's hallmark, as we all know.
Creed's going to look for like some sort of slot or something to put his coin in. If there's a question mark nearby.
Roll me a wits plus composure.
Alright, dice.
Yes,
One
Creed,
success.
You do see just a little slot by the door.
Creed's going to put the coin in. As he goes. Everybody ready to start?
You put the coin in. And the doors, the plank boards that you now see, are not actually boards. They're mechanical arms. They lower down, and the front doors of the courthouse open slowly with a loud creak.
Would you guys mind if I try to enter from on top? From the roof? Because I don't like walking in straight into a mousetrap.
When I was up on the roof looking for an entrance, did I see one?
Yeah, there's an old, like, kind of fire entrance. Or you could do Mission Impossible and events, your choice.
I'm going to point out that should be a fire entrance up there, or there is a fire entrance up there.
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, I'll take it from the top.